Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. My name is the Prince of FNAF, and if you're new here, please consider subscribing, and also be sure to hit that notification bell. That way, you'll indeed be notified for any awesome videos like this in the future. The Conjuring, The Devil Made Me Do It, is a 2021 thriller suspense horror movie produced by Warner Bros. Entertainment. The Conjuring, The Devil Made Me Do It reveals a chilling story of terror, murder, and unknown evil that shocked and even experienced real life paranormal investigators Ed and Lorraine Warren, one of the most sensational cases from their file. It started with a fight for the soul of a young boy, then takes them beyond anything they'd ever seen before, to mark the first time in US history that a murder suspect would claim demonic possession as a defense. Now, I've seen my fair share of Conjuring Universe movies. I've seen the first Conjuring movie, all three of the current Annabelle films, and I've even seen the Curse of La Llorona film. Now, there's always something that's really kind of tortured me going to see these types of movies. And, well, yes, I was happy to go back to the theater, finally, and enjoy a movie. There was just something that really disturbed me about these particular movies, this one in particular. It really sells it. Is that these movies are based on actual paranormal events. I mean, yes, they're over exaggerated for the film to make it more scary and more flashy, but these events that you see in the movie are based on something that actually happened in history. And me being an avid believer in the paranormal and ghosts, demons, angels, God, Jesus Christ, all that jazz, something like this film, showing that it actually is based on real events is something that's really disturbing to me. And as I'm looking around in the theater, looking and seeing all of the families that have come to see this movie, even children, how are you going to tell the children that it's all make believe when the movie reveals over and over again that this is based on real events? Revealing to your kids that evil forces actually exist. But anyway, talking about the actual movie. The movie was great. We open up with this kind of demonic possession of this little boy. There's claw marks all over the house. And so they finally decide that they're going to exorcise him. And all this crazy shenanigans happen. The demon starts getting all contorted. And bones are cracking as he's like roaring and snarling and laughing evilly. And then finally, the kid's older brother says, "Leave him alone. Take me instead." And well, wish granted, because the demon goes into him, and then the movie seemingly, all the problems really stop there. But unknown to them, the demon actually did attach itself to the older brother, and all this scary, creepy shit starts happening. He kills his landlord because he has hallucinations, making him think that the his landlord was actually a demon, which is one of the scariest parts of this movie. And the things with the devil worshiper, cursing the different properties, killing her father and cursing, the different people. I thought that was an interesting plot line, and it was pretty creepy. Again, with the Lorraine Warren psychic thing, that was still a pretty cool plot point, and I thought it was pretty cool. I thought my favorite parts of this movie, something that really made me feel more emotional than any other Conjuring movie, is the love between Ed and Lorraine Warren. Obviously, you're not gonna have the real people playing their own characters because Lorraine is dead in real life, and I think Ed is on his way too. But you have the actors that play Ed and Lorraine Warren. You can really tell that they actually truly love each other. And that's something that I thought this movie did really well. And that's a huge part of the movie actually, is the devil worshiper tries to keep splitting Ed and Lorraine Warren apart and trying to keep getting Ed to kill Lorraine because, she thinks that love is a weakness. And the cool thing about the way they handle that is they really make you feel emotional when you see like Ed trying to kill Lorraine, but it's not his fault, and you can see that after he comes out of it, he feels really bad because like Lorraine is his wife and to some extent his best friend, and just tragic. The characters were well written. I think this is one of the best Conjuring universe movies since Annabelle Comes Home, which I liked the reveal in that movie of all the different Ed and Lorraine Warren cases, coming to life and wreaking havoc in their house, before Ed and Lorraine Warren have to intervene and put all of these creatures back into enclosed space and, contain them. But I thought that was cool. I liked the idea of the lady that was trying to curse everybody was like she really made everything seem scary. And the thing that these movies are based on real life events is just another thing that really grants that whole horror thriller aspect. And the scariest part about this movie is that after the movie's over, if you stay during the credits, you'll be able to hear real audio and be able to see real photos from those events way back when. And that's another thing that really adds to the whole intense horror of these movies because they actually happened. Not the way you see on screen, but they actually happened. So I'd give this movie, I give it a 10 out of 10. It's a solid movie. I absolutely enjoyed it. The story behind it was spooky, and I like the love story between Ed and Lorraine Warren in mixed in the movie, and all the characters just felt genuinely likable. And obviously, the horror was well written. It really made you nervous just every time the camera went dark. But let me know what you guys thought about The Conjuring, The Devil Made Me Do It. I definitely think it was a great movie and definitely a great story.